Alright guys, so this is probably going to be our last assembly drawing. I already went ahead and opened up my title. I'm going to save as. This whole assembly is a machine screw jack. So I'm going to save it as MSJ1 for this first part. I'll update that stuff then. Alright, this one is a lot of round things. Kind of like pretty much all the other assemblies we did. I'm going to start this first part. This is the base to the whole jack. I'm going to do a center line 1.625 long. That's my entire length. I go object. Alright, this side diameter is 1.5 inches, so I'm going to go 0.75 up. The distance doesn't flat out tell me, so I'm going to come from this side. Diameter is 1.625. 1.65. I'm going to grab that so that it's centered up. Alright, this comes over 0.313. That goes down to the smaller diameter. Bring this over and connect. And the bottom exactly the same. We add, stretch this line all the way across. Alright, let me do the chamfers first. So under fillet, chamfer, I'm going to do distance. Alright, distance is 1/16 by 1/16. Chamfer there, this end, and there. That makes new edges, so I will connect. There are internal threads, so we're going to do a partial section view here. So let me get the basic shape down. Do a 2-point circle. I'm going to go here. I'm going to come over the diameter, which is 1/8. Trim. This here. Have it down here. Trim. That trimmed. Has new edge. There we go. Now, before I worry about doing the diamond knurl or the section view, I'm going to do the side here where I have the circles. If I do center radius, I can just bring them over. Center point. This one over. Center point. Alright. Now, there is the inside hole for the threads. Alright, diameter threads are 1 inch. So 1. That is going to be hidden. I'm going to use offset 1/16 and offset it. And inside 1, I can see. I'm going to add in my section line. I'm going to come down and out. I'm going to insert my arrow. place it that way. Now, how we're going to do this one. If I put another arrow pointing down here, then I would have a full section view here. This would come unfolded down. If I leave the arrow off on that side, that tells me that I'm just doing a section view on this top half here, which is what I want. So that's why I'm going to leave it. Now, over here, let me trim all these outside corners because I won't be able to see them anymore. Bottom's going to stay normal. The top here, bring an object over, the 1-inch diameter circle. Now on this side, there's a counter bore that is diameter 1.25. So that is 5/4. So I'm going to go up 5/8. And it comes in a 1/4 inch. Bring it down. Now I can trim or just drag this back. I'll have a line there. Alright, so this bigger side doesn't have any threads. This whole section does. So I'm going to use offset 1/16. I'm going to use that to make my threads. And just kind of filling it up. They're spaced out the same, 1/16 away from each other. And then every other one's going to be trimmed. It's going to be trimmed a 1/16 in that outside diameter. Down, trim, enter, here. Alright, so I have the threads here. What I'm going to do before I delete this line is I'm going to mirror it down, because on the bottom half it's going to be the other way shown threads, where it's just the hidden lines. So I'm going to select these two. Also going to do this line here. Use mirror, go around the center line, click, enter, and then these three are going to change to hidden. Alright, that way if I go here to here, I'm going to get my diameter of that counter bore, 1.25 inches. I'm good. Now I'll take this line, delete it. Now I'm going to add in my knurling. I go to hatch. 37. Add this through there. Top here is cut through, so I have to add hatching in there. It is cold rolled steel, so the pattern you're going to want to use is 32. And click to place it. Alright, so this one's all done. I'm going to pause, add in dimensions, and then I'll start on the next piece. Alright, I added in all the dimensions. There's just one circle I forgot to make. It's going to be hidden. It's going to be circle for this counter bore on the far side. So it is 1.25 in diameter. So this one is all completed. You can pause it and check out the dimensions if you need to. The same ones on the paper. So I do save. Now you can pull up your title. I'm just gonna save as the next one. Alright. The first one in there, hopefully you guys understand that I didn't just delete it, spend the time making it just to delete it. So that was kind of the base of the jack. This next piece is going to be first one to screw into it. I'm going to start it same way. I'm going to do center line to overall length 1.65, so inch and 5/8. I go object. This side is a 1/2 inch in diameter, so I'm going to go up 0.25. This side, wait, it is a full inch. I already divided it in half in my head. 0.5. And this end is 1 5/16. So I don't remember what 5/16 is in my head. So I'm going to go improper fraction, so 21/30 seconds. All I did was change 1 5/16 into improper fraction, which is 21/16. 5 plus 16, 21. And then divide in half, I just doubled the denominator. So instead of 16ths, it's 30 seconds. This bigger diameter comes over 5/16. I'll take her down. This side goes all the way over. And I'm going to do my chamfers. It's a 1/16 by 1/16. Mine's still set up, so all I have to do is click them, connect my new corners, and do a 2-point circle. There's a cutaway here, 1/16 radius, so it'll be 1/8 for a 2-point. Trim here and here. New edge. Alright, the outside is threaded, so I'm going to use offset 1/16 and fill this up. And you could use array for this. I'm just trying to keep it simple. 16th trim. I'm doing every other one. That, leave that one. Alright, so there's external threads. There are also internal ones. Right, the threads on the inside are 5/8 in diameter. Hidden. I'm going to come up half of 5/8, so 5/16. Take it and they go all the way through. Offset 1/16 and bring it down. Alright, last thing for this top, I'm going to use hatching, add my diamond knurl pattern here, here, and here. Alright, so 1/2 of this is done. All I gotta do, mirror around the center line, hit enter, and I have this view all done. The circles for the side view, do side radius, line up my center point. I have this one, the inch diameter. I have this one, which is the inch and 5/16 diameter. I would be able to see this corner from this side. Alright, next down would be here, which I already have. Next step down would be here, which is going to line up with this edge, which I can see. one over, and I have the threads on the inside. Smaller diameter, I can see. The bigger diameter is going to be hidden. We have that. No section view on this one. Again, I'm going to pause it, add my dimensions, and pull it back up for you. Alright, so here's all the dimensions. Labeled the threads, diameters, lengths. You got your radius, all 3 chamfers taken care of there. I'm going to save. Part 2 is done. I'm going to clear this off. File, save as, MSJ3. Alright, third part is probably the most, I don't know if I'd say complicated, but involved ones. Alright, same thing, center line for the overall length. This one is 2 5/16. I'm going to do 2, and I'm going to do 5/16. I don't remember what the decimal is for that. Object, I'm going to start on this side. The diameter of this side is 5/8, so I'm going to go 5/16 up, and it comes in 1.25. Connect down. From there, there is an undercut circle, so I'm going to do 2 points. This is radius a 16th, so I'm going to do diameter an 1/8. Here, up. Then it goes up to the bigger diameter, which is 1 1/8. So that's 9/8. So half of that is 9/16. Thickness of that is 3/8. Connect back down. Use trim. Trim there. Alright. Now I'm going to do my chamfers. Again, mine are still set up. Same size. 3 places. Here and here. Add in my new edges. Alright. The top of here is where it gets a little on the tricky side. Alright. There is a partial circle. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do out here, kind of know where to land. It is 9/16 diameter. Alright, now I'm going to do move, select the circle, and grab it by this quadrant. That quadrant goes on the end of the line there. Now, it's not a full circle. I'm going to come from this edge over 30 seconds. I'm going to connect up. Use trim. Now, this space between it, then is easy. It's a 2-point circle. Here and here. Trim. Top off. Alright. Now if I do a center diameter, go from this midpoint down, line it up. That is a 3/16 diameter. And then I have some threads here, so I'm going to use offset 1/16. Spread these bad boys across here. One more. Top down, trim. this one is spaced a little bit unevenly. You're going to end up with a full line next to a full line. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm going to take this whole thing, do mirror, abracadabra, hit enter, and would have been magical, but I forgot one line here. Copy here, add in my diamond knurl, 37, there. This side is all done. I'll do my circles, center radius, line it up, 5/8. Got this side. There we go. Be able to see this chamfer. I would be able to see the chamfer on this big diameter. Then I'm going to have it hidden. I'm going to have this circle. It's kind of in between. I lost the point. Between. I'd have bottom, this undercut. There you go. And then I would have top of this hole drilled. And bottom of this hole drilled. They're all the way through, so the hidden lines all the way across. And center lines. Alright, same thing. I'm gonna pause, pop in dimension. Alright, so this is part 3 that's done. This one has one more part than the other ones we've done, so I guess you can consider it a little more complicated. Not very much though. So all the dimensions, this one's all good. I'm gonna do a save. I'm gonna clear this off. File, save as. For this one is the smallest part. It's the cap that goes on the top of the jack to make it kind of adjustable. 5/8 center line. Object. Here we go. This side is raised up. We'll come over 1/2 inch. This side is 5/8, so I'm going to go 5/16. Connect on an angle. Have my edge there. Bring my hidden lines. The hidden lines, the diameter is 9/16, so I'm going to do 9/32. Depth is 3/8. Back down. This is on a 60-degree angle at 60. Trim that. Chamfer here on the end. This one is different. Smaller. 1/32 by 1/32. There and there. Gives me a new edge. I have this one pretty much all done. Take mirror, flip it around. Circles are simple. Line my center up. This one's just a drill. On this side I can see. This corner I can also see. Center point. This one I can see. Now we only have one hidden, and it's going to be for the chamfer on the far side. Bring that. and I'm all done. I'll just add in the dimensions while it's running here. These are all for the parts. I will then make another video where I put them together so it doesn't get too incredibly long. I got my chamfer here, 45 degrees. This one here, and this 9/16. By 3/8. So got that. Dimension here. This diameter 5/8. I'm overlapping, so I'm going to drag it up here. Got that diameter. Got my depth. So this one is all good. Zoom extents. We add in center line. Again, these parts are small. If you wanted to adjust the size of the text, you can. Alright, so that's all 4 parts of the machine screw jack. I can then, like I said, I'll make a separate one showing how to assemble all of them. Hopefully you've been saving each one individually so you have all of the actual drawings.